What happens to your brain at the moment of death? This is a question that has intrigued humanity for centuries. Although the topic may seem frightening, science is beginning to unravel some of its deepest secrets. Get ready, because what we're about to share might change the way you see the end of life. Recently, neuroscientist Jimo Borjigin made a discovery that shook the scientific world. She and her team were studying the brains of rats at the moment of death and observed something completely unexpected. Instead of simply shutting down, the brains entered a state of hyperactivity, a true burst of organized neural activity. This suggests that consciousness may actually intensify in the final moments, an idea that aligns with many accounts of near-death experiences. People who have come back from cardiac arrest often describe bright lights, sensations of peace, and a review of their own lives. Could this burst of brain activity be the explanation behind such vivid experiences? To better understand, we need to differentiate the process of dying from brain death. Brain death is the final point, the irreversible cessation of all brain functions. It's when there is no more electrical activity and the brain can no longer control vital functions, such as breathing. This is different from a coma, which is a state of deep unconsciousness, but where the brain is still alive and has the potential to recover. Death, in fact, is a process, not an instantaneous event. And it's during this process that the most fascinating things happen. Imagine the following. The heart stops beating, and the flow of oxygen to the brain is cut off. What do you think happens? The neurons, our brain cells, go into a panic. They desperately try to gather the last remaining resources of energy and oxygen. This struggle for survival generates a massive wave of electrical activity that spreads throughout the brain. It's like a final breath, a last-ditch effort to stay alive. This wave of activity, known as the death wave, may be responsible for that intensified final experience that many people report. So, what does all this mean? It means that the moment of death may not be a simple turning off of the lights. On the contrary, it could be an incredibly complex and even lucid neurological event. The findings of Borjigin and other scientists show us that the brain fights until the very end, creating one last,